This is a big stereotype, but let's say it this way. People who live in cities and think that they have everything all together don't feel like they need God because they can take care of themselves. They have the resources that they need. They have everything that they think that they need, and they're fine. And people who live in the country of the Bible Belt think that they don't need a real relationship with God because they have their religion. Revelation chapter 3 says, and God says to the church in Laodicea in verse 15, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish that you were cold or hot. So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. Because you say, I am rich, and I have become wealthy, and I have need of nothing, and you do not know that you are wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. This is intense, but there's hope that comes in verse 20. And it says in verse 20, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and will dine with him, and he with me. You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than for the camel to go through the eye of the needle. Now, there's some context to that. The eye of the needle was a hole in the gate that meant you didn't have to open the big doors and you could slip through kind of unnoticed. It was in the side or the back of the city. And so it was actually really hard for a camel to go through because they'd have to get down on their knees and they'd have to walk through this little hole in the gate. So there's context. However, the overarching theme of that verse is that people who think they have everything together on their own don't feel that they need God. And because of that, it's really hard for them to be dependent on Him. Where we are in history right now, being alone is romanticized.